Hello everyone and welcome to the map Amphion. Joining me here, today's highlight viewer submitted matches of StarCraft 2. The Red Terran player throwing out the U2 hearts. It is. Where are they going? I'm gonna go with long. There we go. Oh god, Terran players. Alright. And their opponent, quite blissfully unaware of what might be transpiring, it is Lodzik. I don't know. Protoss and Terran is apparently what I'm going to be going with. The double pylon proxy. Did you even scout? No, of course. The true move here, the true counter to proxy. You cannot proxy that which is not there. Triple gate. Okay. And over here we have... we'll get there. Yeah. Alright, we got there. The workers are once again mining. We have 4 gates coming up. I know exactly why this match was sent in now. This is going to be a good one. Alright. The Terran player decided to make a depot. Was the depot intentional? I don't know. Depot maybe intentional to throw off the opponent as a mark of this is where we broke ground. This is where Blizzard said I'm supposed to make my base. Yeah. It's just gonna be a bunch of zealots, huh? No cyber core, not even making probes. Come on, who wants to actually play StarCraft? No, we don't want to do that. This Terran, though, the creativity showing itself, I suppose. Replacement depot, because I have the feeling this one is going to have a very bad day. Not a good day to be a depot in the main base at this point. The zealots, I really want to know. I gotta see. Once these zealots start to move, we switch to the camera of the Protoss, who still has not looked up the ramp. I'm very keen to see what the camera is going to look like when they realize, oh, here they go. All right. Yeah, attack move, naturally. Okay. The depot. Where'd they go? You still get the depot. You still destroy the depot, of course. Alright. But then what? Where do we go from here? I don't know. It's a... Okay. The suspicion, actually, of them going this way. Unfortunately, Zealots not quite able to make it through the mineral wall. They're gonna have to go around, let's say, through the rocks. Because Psyblades, very highly advanced technology, can slice through metal clean. No issues, no friction. Can even slice through rock and debris. No issue. But minerals... Wait, really? How is that the answer? Just go destroy the rocks. Just go get the debris. And also, we have a planetary. There's been no army production whatsoever from the Terrans so far. It's been workers. We're flying the barracks around. And we're getting a planetary over at the slightly gold base. Zealots fanning out, checking for hidden bases. Oh my gosh, the NEXUS. And it wasn't even with this probe. You pulled a probe from home, from the main base to go here, make a NEXUS, instead of just destroying the rocks. Oh my word. I can't make this up. I don't think I could come up with these things if I tried. If I tried to write a script for a viewer game, I'm not sure I could come up with some of these details. Okay, the Terran having a proper understanding of how minerals work, I suppose, will start to make their way through their opponent's mineral line, which, you know, might actually open up the way for the Zealots, which are still just doing their thing. Do we even have a cyber core? No, there is no cyber core. That's not in the vocabulary today, Indigos. We have some very specifically placed gateways cranking out Zealots at a time. We finally have realized the rocks exist. Not the rocks I would have gone for personally. Also, we could have mined out the minerals now that you built an entire Nexus here. Boy. Alright, well, they will eventually get through the debris, the rocks. What does the Terran have as an answer? There's one Marine. About to be 2 Marines in their old main base, so it's going to be up to the Planetary. That's it. Planetary starts to do the work. We'll actually take... No, focus the red ones. Oh, they do, actually. Terran here, controlling the Planetary, focus firing. SCV's trying to repair. The Zealots get a decent surround, actually. SCV's getting a bit distracted, maybe. Oh, they're focusing the Planetary. Widow mines come out from the factory. I'm not so sure about the choice. Oh, they'll get the Zealots. Okay, SCVs were pulled away. I like it. The Planetary will survive with a astounding 10 kills and counting, because what we've decided to go with is just more Zealots so far. Now, I'll say not really anything at this particular moment in time. The Widow Mines took off a few. Took off a couple Zealots, shaved the shields from another one. The SCV's targeted for a little bit there, but the Planetary will reign supreme. Widow Mines will help with the defense. Why are you building a turret? What have you possibly seen that makes you say, I need a missile turret? Goes for the SCV. You gotta admire the targeting, the focus fire. The probes do eventually decide to mine this out, as we're making a second Nexus. Because you didn't want to long distance mine that, or this. No, long distance mining, absolutely not. Instead, we're going to have 2 Nexus, Nexes, Nexi, however you want to say it, Nexuses, in the same screenshot. Fabulous. I will be stealing that one, thank you very much. The Cyber Core is actually going to be reduced, will be unlocked. The Marines will show themselves. There's Zealots, though. And 3 Marines up against 4 Zealots. I'm going to say not looking too great for the Terran here. Not going to go very well. Ooh. Avert your eyes, Terran players. The barracks will evacuate. What do we have going on at the bases? Protoss continuing to seemingly just make probes and Zealots so far. They did get their Cyber Core, though. We might see something different. Might, but I hope not, because I've been enjoying this so far. The Terran player building what I think is actually a very effective wall to protect those SCVs. Planetary will help out. We all know what this turret was for. Dark Templar. I can agree with the choice, actually. Perfect, yes. You know what I really want? I know I'm supposed to build an orbital, because that's what, you know, Maru does. That's what Clem does. They all build orbitals, but what I really want is a planetary. And now I can have my cake and eat it too. The Widow Mines almost get the job done. Quick, lure him. And this is why I built a planetary, Indigos. Okay. This was justification for the planetary fortress here. Oh, God. What have I done? Building armor on the way before any other upgrades. A true Chad Terran, I suppose. More Zealots on the way from the Protoss because, you know, it's been working out so well so far. Really fabulous results, I would say. The metrics, just positively metricing. Okay. Stargate times 2. Where's the other one? Oh, right in front of me. Next to the forge. This is the new base. Okay, this is Neo Antioch, we will call it. Getting drilling claws because, you know, widow mines. Why make other things when I can make widow mines, actually? I suppose we haven't had the discussion. It's not going to work out very well. They don't have their cloaking. It's not like it used to be, where you just get the armory and they cloak anymore. You have to get those wonderful drilling claws for that to be truly unlocked. Have the widow mines reach their full potential now, which they are working on it. I will say, high-sec auto tracking. Thank you. Finally. How could you wait 10.5 minutes to get high-sec auto tracking in this game? What we've been looking at. Yeah, that feels about right. This is going splendidly, I will say. Void Rays on the way in the base. You know, not the best of counters to Widow Mines, I will say, but I'm here. I might be able to be impressed. A few Widow Mines will shuffle their way into the Protoss's base, will they? Yeah. Couple probes, not catastrophic. The Protoss actually catching it, actually aware of that. The barracks did find its way well over here to make a reactor that is positively decorative so far, and that's okay. I'm sorry, what? These were the main base probes. I don't know. Widow Mines moving in, looks like pick off a few zealots. The Void Rays, oh my gosh, get slaughtered. Combination of missile turret Widow Mine here. Not the composition I was expecting to see. Nah, man. Wait, what? It just ends. Get out of here. I'm sorry. Nah, man, you are insane. GG goes out. The Protoss apparently not wanting to undergo this battle. The Terran will be victorious, will reign supreme, and is still here, actually, interestingly enough. Moving the Widow Mines? What? Oh, come on, get the probes at least. Kill the probes? Kill the problems? No? Nothing? Oh, yeah. Excellent note to end that match on. They seem to agree. That's not all for today, though, folks. On the menu, one more. For the second match of the day, we find ourselves on the map Oceanborn. GLHFs all around. Grab your scuba gear, your breathing apparatus. Joining me here in the upper left corner, the blue Terran player. A cyclone portrait, it seems. It is Zendo. I'm guessing. Zendu? No, probably Zendo. Bunch of SCVs going places. And their opponent, the Red Terran, a TVT to spice things up. It is Timbo. Zendo, Timbo. Okay, so slight, I'll say, correlation there, perhaps. NG Bay block, huh? That's a choice. That is a choice that a Terran can make against a fellow Terran. Maybe Timbo was playing random. I don't know. I didn't look at the loading screen. SCV will not be able to find its way in here because Zendo blocking off this ramp. Double racks at the top there. SCV not having much luck so far. On the other side, though, engineering bay will not be completed. You will not be researching +1 attack at your opponent's natural. How dare you? That's always one of my favorite things to see. When the Terran accidentally completes the engineering bay, I'm like, hey, at least research something from it. Make it seem like a little more worthwhile in terms of value there. SCV does make its way up the ramp finally. Will get to spot the production. Now the Red Terran here, in a bit of peril actually. Workers out for blood. Zendo says, I think not. You are not allowed to be here. Timbo, get him out of there. What? No. Yeah. Not too great. I don't think you saw the Marines either. I'm not 100% on that one because they were just slightly out of the vision here. But, yeah, not looking too great. Alright, the command center will be made on the high ground because you do know about this? Oh yeah, you know about that engineering bay. So, you know you're gonna need something to deal with it. Reapers, the choice. An ambitious choice, but a choice nonetheless. The double Rex Marine over here. Okay. That third Rex actually is the choice here. We got a decorative refinery. No second command center though. A very key, important piece, I think, for any TVT here. The lack, so gonna say the loss of the second command center. So Red Terran might be going a little bit ahead economically if they actually ever place it. That I feel like is kind of a good question. Now Reaper's not the ideal choice for fighting buildings, sure, but they'll go across the other side of on a move command. One of them will be picked off. The Marines on that attack move, or at least more ready with the stop command. Oh my gosh, do not lose this before even getting to the opponent's base. Oh no. Oh god, the Marines on the high ground. So the Reapers not going to work out very well, I think. We got a tech lab for that factory I'm hoping for. Siege tanks, fabulous choice. Marines on the way for red at this point, and the production... Like, blue's not pressing it just yet. Blue could be pressing this attack. Once this siege tank pops out, I think things will be a bit safer, a bit better, perhaps, for red, but until that moment, you know, do you see? No? Nope. Nothing here. You're about to find out, though. Zendo moving up that ramp will gun down slightly one of the supply depots. Oh god, the tank pops out right now. Well, it's going to be focused down. Boys will be pulled, and the Marines can start to kite. The SCVs could mineral walk through, but I don't think they really need to. There's not that many Marines at this point. Committing down here where the blue Terran is actually going to be stutter stepping. Not a great idea. Not the best move. We're getting another siege tank. What's the choice out of the starport? It's a Liberator. I'm actually okay with it. No, we don't want to. Confidence, Indigos. Okay. Who needs defense? The best defense, after all, is going across the other side of the map, right? Because that's clearly defending things. Siege tank will be set up. Get those SCVs out. Oh no. Well, the siege tank will help them get out, that's for sure. Siege tank sieged up now with a few workers to help out. Should be fine for the defense. And remember, Timbo here, this Red Terran, has a second command center, so worker losses, little less damaging. Let's see the Liberator now. Oh, Blue Terran actually watching. They will get most of the SCVs out. 2 losses, 2 kills to be had for the Liberator. The lost mining time, perhaps more helpful than anything else at this point. Second command center started on the low ground, on location, which is still a bit of a distant dream for the other Terran at this point. Oh gosh, come on, the workers aren't even mining. You microing your Liberator? Timbo, come on. Well, you get the one more, so now you feel justified. Okay, Liberators, you set them up. Okay, you pick a spot, a circle, maybe like here, and move on. Okay? We don't need to worry about the micromanagement of the Liberator. But you're going to. At least you kept it alive, I suppose. If you're going to have it, start to cost some problems back at home, at least keeping it alive might do some more damage one day. The production woefully lacking for everybody across the board. Whoever produces at this point is going to be in a better spot. Timbo does get the command center finally landed as Zendo completes their command center, starts the orbital at, 7 minutes. Perfect. Liberator going very far to avoid any stray attacks. Marine tank for both of them. This is a TVT, and I definitely reserve the right to speed this up. They both seem to be taking their macro turns. We will speed it up slightly. I will slow it down once we get back to some action, but it could be a minute here. Liberator, where are you going? I see a missile turret on the way. Actually, pretty decent spot. Just protect. I would maybe put it a little bit closer, but that's okay. Extra starports on the way for blue, extra racks on the way for red, and both are making some choices with their production. The Liberator sets up shop once again. Blue with the quick response time. I like it. 8 p.m. You know, that's lower than I expected, seeing this response time. So I'm gonna say good job. Cyclone will handle the defense, will clean up that Liberator at long last. On the other side, red appears to be going for him. Pretty standard, like tried and true composition here. We're getting STEM, we're getting Marines, siege tanks. If you're going to focus on this though, like, are we just kind of ignoring the air side of TVT? And that's fine, you know, you can just avoid it. I suppose Byun is a great example. I've seen Byun play entire series avoiding the air side of TVT. I'm inclined to say you might want to kind of ramp up the production of other things, like maybe a second factory if you're gonna go for this, because you can get more siege tanks. You can even add on a couple Thors if you want, just for, you know, bulk, and anti-air cannons help against Liberators, that kind of thing. But we shall see. The blue is deciding to actually go with a bit of an air force to, you know, round out that standard TVT composition. Now, the Marines, what do we do? We got +1, no stim, no shields, though. Do we even have a tech lab? We do not. Not on the barracks, at least. So the Marines for red will definitely have a bit of an advantage between stim and shields. +1's about halfway done. We're getting some extra medevacs. We're bringing everything home. I love not repairing the depot. That's a fantastic statement. I am focused on my macro. I don't care about no half-health depot. Okay, love it. Blue finally starting up stim and shields, and of course building armor, because they don't have their armory done. That's why. And I can't just leave my engineering bay idle, Indigos. Absolutely not. An ambitious stim up the ramp even before really scouting. Looking around here, the siege tank will get some nice shots off, do a bit of damage. Tanks focusing down. Tanks, pull back, pull back. You don't need to keep going into the grinder here. Get the command center. Move the medevacs around so that they don't just die to the Vikings. We have everything on the same control group. That's okay though. The orbital will be picked off, which is a fantastic win. Workers killed. Hey, workers killed's pretty good. Pack it up. Head home. No. No. No, do not. No. You don't have to keep pushing. Okay. This is TVT. There's a lot of siege tanks all around. You know there's siege tanks. They've been hitting you in the face for the last... Excellent. You forced a cancel without even knowing it. Just go home. Throwing away the army is actually the worst thing you could do right now. Your opponent is Terran. Okay, they can build the same stuff you can. They have siege tanks, they have Marines, and probably a bit too much confidence, and truth be told, but that's okay. Well, it's besides the point. You cleared the third base. You have a third base of your own. Just back up. Take the win, take the advantage, and don't throw away your army. Get your third base saturated, add on some more production. We're getting armories, plural. Adding on Vikings, which is like, yes, okay, that's probably what we should have been doing, but, you know, now we're gonna commit, okay, that's fine. We'll get them eventually. Having air control, you know, I'll say, yes, you can avoid air control, like, you just decide to not. Wow, that didn't work out very well. Blue deciding to commit nonetheless. Drop a single Marine and medevacs will pull everything quick. Actually didn't pull everything. Very nice. The siege tank is woefully out of position, though. The Vikings will scout the top of the orbital command and then land on deck siege tanks and Marines here. There's no medevac support, so if there's going to be a stim, it's going to be lethal. Really, for both of them. The Army's supply advantage does go to red. Need to focus down those siege tanks, though. It is quickly dwindling. Oh, gosh. Upgrades, well, we're getting +1 armor. We're red. Third base, was it lost? It was fully destroyed? No. Hey, you saved it. Fabulous. Excellent. Well done. So your opponent just threw away the army, much similar to what you did a couple of minutes ago. I'll say we're on even ground. Fantastic. The issue is the production now. Okay, we're getting the third base landed. These production structures, they're so idle, though. The amount of money increasing. Money's going up. Blue, what are you doing over here? We're making Reapers. 16 minutes. We've got 1 Banshee, 1 Reaper. The rest of the army production is kicking, though. Upgrades, we'll get there eventually, maybe. Concussive shells for the Marauders. They both got, let's see, 1 factory. What does the production look like? Our breakdown here. 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 1. But, you know, the second starport. I don't like it, but I understand. More Vikings, yes. Adding on 3 factories. That's more than I would have advised, but I'm curious. We're doing a mech switch. The good old 17-minute mech TVT switch. I just lost most of my army. I think I will delay the production of more army for a few minutes here by switching tech. Armories. The SCVs died to the slight drop. Yeah. 4th command center on the way for blue. 4th being built in the main base for red. Are we taking macro turns again? I'll speed it up a little bit. Okay, army production has kind of kicked back on. We're focusing mostly on just the bio, though. Severe lack of medevacs. Uh-oh, blue suddenly here. Even I didn't really see that on the mini-map, and the army supply advantage is in favor of them. The Banshee here to support and help out, too. The Viking not going to do a whole lot. The boys pulled and slaughtered just as quickly. Stim forward quick. The siege tanks are not sieged up, which I'll say is kind of helpful. Upgrades looking a bit even, but army supply advantage still goes to blue, who's going to have siege tanks left over, and dare I say, I think this match might actually just be going to the blue Terran. The workers pulled. Oh god. The slaughter, the grinder. Was the Banshee hitting the tank? I'm not sure. The medevac's going to stare angrily at the opponent as they make their way up here. There's just nothing left. Oh my gosh, there's nothing left. 7 workers, a few Marines will be made. These siege tanks are in a fantastic spot to pressure this with the natural gone. The factories in peril. The Banshee somehow still alive, helping out. 11 kills. The rest of the forces try to go down the ramp, but going down a ramp up against siege tanks is almost as bad. as going up a ramp against siege tanks. Zendo will be the victor, will be the winner of this match, but dare I say, there is a hidden bit of knowledge here, for Zendo was not the viewer, was not the submitter, nay, it was Timbo, which deserves a resounding round of applause, absolutely. Thank you for the submission. Submitting a loss takes true confidence and heart. I will say that was a great match. I did enjoy that. And, you know, some points in there, maybe in case you were interested, like, you know, submitting a loss and be thinking, maybe he'll look at this, maybe cast this, what went wrong. Some of those choices, okay. Throwing away your army after you destroyed the third? No, don't do that. Just destroy the third, take the win, back up. Saturate your base, kick up the production. Second point was the production. Okay, there was a couple minutes there. There wasn't really much going on. Money was building up, production was a bit lacking, and you decided to add on a bunch of factories. Okay, just no. Keep it simple. Marines, siege tanks, Vikings. Okay, you clear the air, you get the win with the Vikings. Guess what? Either drop the Vikings to help out the ground, or add on Liberators. Other than that, keep it simple and don't get greedy. Terrans, it's a TVT. It's a slow game of chess. Siege tanks complicate the matter. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day.